What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebrous Infinite, and welcome back to Atomic Heart. With less than a month until the release, we have a few more things to cover about the game here on my channel, and the next thing we'll be discussing are weapons. We're going to talk about all the weapons we know about so far, both leaked and officially confirmed, as well as what we know about weapon customization. If you enjoy the Atomic Heart content, or just enjoy the sweet dulcet tones of my voice, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to show your support. Weapon customization comes in the form of upgrading weapons that will then be able to attach things such as elemental canisters like freezing to the weapon, and offering a cosmetic upgrade along the way. You upgrade weapons via these vending machines that will be readily accessible across the facility, and they're usually paired up with a telephone that seems to be the method of saving the game. You'll be going out, hoovering up items, then taking them back to these vending machines to upgrade your weapons, as well as crafting the elemental canisters you attach to weapons, as those have a limited usage. The system seems to be really interesting of gathering and then using the upgraded weaponry and elemental effects. Even though we don't know how far the system goes, it's something that I really look forward to getting into when the game drops. So let's get to the weapons we know about so far, because it's probably more than you might expect. The first weapon is pretty much the BFG, but blue, but better. The railgun gets shown off quite a bit, and it's no wondering why. It matches the music from Mick Gordon pretty much perfectly, looking like the Soviet version of Doom Guy. For upgrades, we know the railgun runs off the batteries in your jumpsuit that power your polymer glove and likely other abilities, so we can assume here that these upgrades will be related to energy consumption of some sort, and that big BFG looking blast might also be part of upgrading the railgun. Our next weapon is one that we don't know much about, the Kuzmich, which apparently will work like an SMG somehow here in the game. Some of these weapons are unconfirmed so far as coming to the game, the Kuzmich being one of them, but I'm really hoping Atomic Heart will wind up having a lot of selection to use when fighting against the robots and whatever else Facility 3826 throws our way. Bearing the soon-to-be iconic elemental canister on the side, this, I guess, would be a rapid-fire close-range weapon, though I can't read Russian, so I can't make heads or tails of what's going on the page. But still, the thing looks sick. So from a weapon we know nothing about to one we know quite a bit about, let's take a look at the Fire Axe, aka the Swede. With multiple tiers, essentially just adding more axes to the axe, you also get the ability to apply elemental effects and do a power attack with it. As an early weapon, the later options for melee weapons might be more effective, but using this Fire Axe to the maximum in the early game is going to be essential to saving ammo. But still, the Swede seems like a prime option when it comes to ripping off armor to potentially expose weak points, or at least slap the robots around. From one weapon we know quite a bit about to another, we have another melee weapon with the Zvezdochka. Ooh, a spinning magnetic saw blade and a club all in one. This multi-purpose melee weapon is really dang cool. You have two methods of attacking with this thing. The typical slap, which you can do either as a light or heavy melee attack. Again, this stuff seems very useful for ripping off any sort of covering or armor the robots may have. Then, the spinning ranged attack, where you send your saws off magnetically to attack whatever it is that needs attacking. Death by a million circular saw cuts, I guess. But you can reload this using polymer voodoo, and it seems like a really sick weapon, especially if it's upgradable from the point that we see it at. It's hard to say how far in the game this person was at this point, but I'd figure we'll be picking up this Zvezdochka pretty early on in the game here from the looks of things. And for the last melee weapon, another axe, but this time handheld, the Fox. The cool thing about this hatchet is that it is on the website's confirmed weapons list, so it will be showing up in the game. It'll probably show up as a faster, shorter range version of the Swede. The Fox gives some big dying light vibes, and I'm totally about that. Then we have three weapons here to quickly cover, the bread and butter so to speak. The shotgun, the AK, and the PM. Essential guns to any Soviet comrade. These will likely have more accessible ammunition potentially than the high-tech alternatives, and the later upgrades to the guns are looking sick, with the AK becoming more modern, and the KS-23 or the shotgun just getting more shotgunny along the way. The PM also gets the ability to add elemental effects too down its upgrades. The AK so far is going down as one of my favorites. This weird blending of new and old in the weapon is perfect for the atmosphere of Atomic Heart. For our next weapon, another unconfirmed gun, the Anti-Tank Rifle or PTRD. Yes, freaking please, man. This is a ballistic weapon that'll serve great use in the later parts of the game or against bosses or what have you. But again, it's unconfirmed so far, so take it all with a grain of salt. But I'm really hoping out of all the unconfirmed guns that don't quite line up to anything on the official website, that this is one of the ones that shows up. For another pistol, a high-tech alternative to the PM, the Electro. This pistol can charge up and does electric damage. Who would have expected that? But it seems like a light option that'll be good for stealth and dealing with dandelions, or the security cameras in the game. Then we have this gnarly looking hedge trimmer, what might wind up being called the Neptune potentially. A long-range melee weapon that just keeps up that variety that Atomic Heart really has going for it. And for the last weapon, the Fat Man, or the rocket launcher. With upgrades offering a lock-on capability, the Fat Man should hopefully be a rather strong weapon in the game, though the footage of it alongside the past 3 more standard weapons looking kinda wimpy, we'll have to find out how effective the rocket launcher is when the game drops February 21st, less than a month away. So there we go, all the weapons that have shown up through trailers and leaks and the official website. So are there any weapons that are your favorite so far? Let me know in the comments down below. We could see more than this come to the game when it launches, or some of these might not make the cut, as they've all shown up in varying states of the game along the way, but again, I think the weapon variety in Atomic Heart is something to really look forward to. But again, the game drops in less than a month, so the wait will be over very soon. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.